Welcome to the No Dick Pics podcast. I'm Christina.
I'm Max with an extra X.
For Extreme. If you're new to our show, welcome. Thank you for listening to us. We
Where
are
have you been?
yeah, go back and listen to the first 2 seasons. But we are a dating
Phenomenal.
podcast. Stop talking over me. You've done this in a while. We are
Amazing. See, I could be funny, but you don't tell me. It just comes. Literally, it comes.
Wow. Okay, can I talk?
Go for it.
We are a dating and relationship podcast. So we offer dating advice, we tell funny stories, we have interviews with people who have funny experiences. Everyone has some kind of crazy dating experience in their lifetime. So this is a place where we're all like, yeah, it happens to everyone.
It's a safe space.
It's a safe space. It's a place where you can realize it's not just you. It happens to all of us. I'm Christina. I'm 43. I'm a single, divorced, well, not single. I guess I'm a divorced single mom.
Single, yeah.
Technically, I'm single on my taxes. But I am not single because of this.
I am Maximilian Victor Grabby, 49 from the manor of Whippoorwill Estate with twins, 13-year-old twins. Now I have teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been divorced for like 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
5, 6, I don't know. After a few years, it just...
You stop counting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have adult children, so you won't hear me talk about them really ever because they don't want to be part of the show, which is valid. But we talk about Max's life a little bit more than mine when it comes to kids because his kids are still kids and mine are not. Yeah, we met on Match.com 2 years ago, almost exactly.
Shout out Match. I never go on there.
I hope you don't go on there. I hope you don't go on any dating sites anymore. But yeah, we met on Match. And what was your pickup line? One of your pickup lines. What was one of your things?
I want to start a podcast.
Yeah. So little did he know. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so I did it. And so we have a podcast and I do all the work and Max shows up and is funny.
That's what I do.
I'm also funny. But Max,
I'm a talent.
He's the pretty face that shows up and delivers some jokes. We never know what Max is going to say. That's the thing. That's what makes our show different. There are a lot of podcasts out there. There's a lot of dating podcasts out there. What you're going to find with this one is you never know what Max is going to say. It could be anything. So he keeps you on your toes. Keeps me on my toes.
It's probably, though, going to be a wrestling reference, a sports reference, a Seinfeld reference, or just a sexual reference. Sometimes they all come together.
Or like a random 90s,
amazing reference.
80s reference. So he's full of surprises. I have to edit a lot because of him. We try to do a no edit podcast as not possible with Max. A raw dog, yeah. Not possible with him. Go back and listen to the raw dog episode. It's actually real funny. I just re-listened to it recently. Yeah, that's who we are.
And I don't listen to the podcast.
No, so please listen to our podcast more than once to make up for Max, because he doesn't listen. So if you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple or wherever it is, but you want to see our faces, you can watch us on Spotify or YouTube. So we're everywhere.
And if you guys ever want to have us promote anything, just send it our way, and we will give you a free promotion.
Free promotion? We'll discuss the rates. Maybe free. It depends on what it is. This is a season premiere of season 3. The last time we were here was before Thanksgiving, and we took a long break. It is really hard to keep up with the show during the school year period, but it's especially hard during the holidays when we have stuff like there's constantly days off in the middle of the week. It's just like, it's hard to do. And we needed a break. Really, I needed a break because, again, I do all the work.
I needed a break. It was nice having it.
Yeah. But we're back. We're back weekly. I was thinking about not doing it weekly, and I was like, no, we gotta do it weekly.
Back again. No Dick Pics podcast is back. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
We love it when you sing. Yeah, so we're weekly. We come out every week on Thursdays. Hopefully, we're gonna try to do it weekly. That's the goal. We're going to miss episodes here and there because life gets in the way. And this is not our main job. We don't get paid to do this. This is something we do for fun. So sometimes we can't record. But
And
we
for the
try to do it
regular
every week.
listeners, we can give them kind of catch them up for how our holidays were because
Yeah,
there
well,
was some
first of
exciting
all,
times. There were some
first of
exciting
all,
times.
there was. We left off on a cliffhanger. Max said, I don't hang up Christmas lights. I don't do it before Thanksgiving. Guess what Max did?
Just the Christmas lights. We didn't
He
do
hung
the
up
rest.
Christmas lights,
Yeah,
and he did it before Thanksgiving.
it was
Toss
it
toss.
was a thing.
We did most of them before Thanksgiving.
But
You
I finished
finished
it on
them on
Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving.
so it was
Yeah.
at least,
Yeah.
and the weather was nice.
That's why I wanted to do it because it was nice. Because then it got real shitty for a while. So, aren't you glad we did it when we did?
Yeah,
Yeah. And it looked beautiful and it was very festive, right?
yeah, festive.
Festive. Yeah, so that was our cliffhanger. It was a little bit less exciting than last time. Last season 1 ended with people wondering if we were together or not because we had broken up at a certain point. And the season 2 reveal was that we had been together pretty much the whole time. This one was a little bit less gripping, but it's still exciting. I was right. I always am. Okay, let's talk about our holidays. How were
A
our
health
holidays?
scare.
Well, we'll talk about that too, but let's talk about the holidays first. How did we spend the holidays? Do you not know?
At home,
Yeah,
like
but we hosted Christmas Eve. We just chilled. We didn't do anything. No,
we hosted the kids' birthday party.
we hosted the kids' birthday party, which is
Then a
part of the
week
reason we don't
later,
record in December is because we just don't have time.
was Christmas Eve.
Not even. It was like 3 days later.
It was that Sunday. That's right.
So then we hosted Christmas Eve, and I guess your health issue kind of plays a part into this. So we could talk about that too. We hosted Christmas Eve, and I wanted to show off because that's what I do. So I'm like, I'm gonna make this huge meal. Because I get a free turkey from work, so I roasted a turkey. I made all these side dishes. I went all out for this. And part of it is because last time I did that on Thanksgiving, Max is like, I'm super turned on right now. And I'm like, okay, I can do this again. That's not what happened this year. So you want to explain?
Yeah, so for about a month ago, I did a physical, and my doctor wanted me to lose some weight, so they put me on GLP-1. So the first month was like Mongiorno, which was free samples, the actual pen that you just stab yourself and you're fine. And then after the month, they're gonna transition to Zepbound, but you actually have to take it with like a needle. You got the
You have to
needle and you
use a syringe, pull it out of the
syringe.
vial. Yeah, you have to
So
administer it yourself with like measure and stuff.
it said on the bottle, 0.5 mLs, take once a week.
Mm-hmm.
I have Christina give me zero point 0.5 and put it in, and then throughout that day I felt a little off.
And
Wasn't
this
too
was
hungry.
the day before Christmas Eve, right? Or was it
Christmas
Christmas?
Eve, yeah.
Was it on Christmas Eve or was it the day? I think it was the day before,
Yeah, it was a
right?
Tuesday because I had to go to
Yeah,
work.
yeah. So it was the day
So
before
I
Christmas
didn't
Eve.
feel so good. I was like, all right. But I was off the rest of the week. So Wednesday I woke up, the tummy just didn't feel right. So I had a protein shake. I had to go to the gym because my trainer was there. But
It's
man,
so
just
cute when you say tummy.
so I'm just like something just didn't feel right. And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
good like my stomach I never have stomach issues. So it's very rare. Like I can't remember the last time I actually threw up.
This is
So
true. This man has like a stomach of steel. Like he will eat questionable food. I think that's why you have a stomach of steel because you
yeah,
eat
so
things that
45
are long
minutes.
expired.
Okay. 45 minutes in, and I went to my trainer like I can't do this anymore. We just got to stop. I was like, all right. I went to the bathroom and I absolutely uploaded like everything I had in my system. I had like three or four just like the first
Mm-hmm.
one was like a dry heave, so I was like, oh, maybe that's done. And then I was just like, ugh. And then the funny thing is like this is the father in me. So while I'm throwing up, I'm like trying to clean up my mess because it's just everywhere. Finally done throwing up, and I'm just like, oh man, I felt better. I was like, wow, I feel better. So I let her know I'm on the way home. I call her. I was like, I just threw up everything. So I was craving a Diet
Yeah.
Coke. So I went to McDonald's, got a Diet Coke, came home, but just like it still wasn't good. And so I was pretty much nauseous the whole day. everyone's eating like all this turkey and stuff, and I'm just like sipping on water. Like
Mm-hmm.
had no taste. I didn't want to drink. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to do anything. Then the next day was Christmas. Felt like felt a little bit better. Didn't feel like I was gonna like throw up or anything, but I was still kind of like nauseous. I did go to like my aunt and uncle's house. We went there. I had some wine. I did eat a little bit of dinner,
Not
something,
much.
and then probably the next day was the last day of I was nauseous. Then after that, a heartburn kicked in, and I don't usually get heartburn. I'll get acid reflux if I eat something late or something like kind of spicy, but then like the heartburn at night. I mean, it was bad. I'd wake up in the middle of the night with just this nasty heartburn, kind of belching. Oh, I'm like, I hate this shit. Like, I want off of this stuff. So I finally reached out to my doctor, I think like that Monday, and he's like, that's odd because Monjourno and Zepbound are the same thing. You shouldn't
Mm-hmm.
have different like effects. I was like, well, he's like, how much did you take? I go, well, I say what's on the prescription, 0.5 mLs. He's like, no, no way. That's way too much. You should only be taking 16 units. So pretty much I took 50 units and I should have only been taking 16 units. So he asked me over the phone, who administered this? And I'm like, my girlfriend. He's like, is she trying to kill you? That's not the first time. Then I
Mm-hmm.
finally go to the nurse. So I tell her about it. So on Wednesday I'm off. So had to take my daughter to get an MRI. And then I'm like, oh, we'll stop by the office. And then they asked me again, like, is she trying to kill you? I'm like, no, no, it was kind of my fault too because I wasn't sure. So I'm like, can you just show me how much I need to take? So first of all, I guess I had like the wrong syringe anyway because it doesn't have units. So they gave me the right syringes, and they're like, all right, take this. So last week was the first time I took it, and it was like no crazy side effects. I don't like it as much. I like the Monjourno better, I think, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
I lost like 10 or 12 pounds. I mean,
I think it's helping. I think you're still getting snacky at night sometimes. I don't know that it's because you're hungry. I think it's because you're bored. But also,
with
you're
the
not able
Mangiano,
to
it cut that
finish.
out. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but you're still not finishing meals. Like, So it's doing something. But yes, I was not trying to, just to clarify to everyone, I was not trying to kill him. They said, you could have gone to the emergency room. And I'm like, for what? Because, like, there's nothing, none of the symptoms were bad enough to warrant an emergency room
Well, you
visit.
can't get this stuff out of you. I mean, I think the most they'd give me is like an IV.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know what would have made us feel like you needed to go to the ER. But I'm not, I gain nothing if he dies because we're not married. Even if we were, what would I get? I mean, so yeah, I wasn't trying to
Maybe you
kill
get to
him.
stay in
I
the house. I
promise.
don't know.
Maybe. I don't
Or they'll
know.
kick you out. So that was fun. But it's over. I mean, it was.
Your
So
mom just sent me a thumbs up.
I tell people I was tweaking on Zepbound over the holidays.
You've been telling people, or that
Yeah.
I try to kill you. I didn't try to kill him. I swear. But anyway, other than Max feeling
But
like
that's
shit,
not
so
the first time that's happened. My trainer said he knows a couple people it's happened to.
it is the first time I've done that to you. Let's not say that's not the first time that's happened thinking I've tried to kill you before, because I have not.
Well, the chicken.
That was an accident. I couldn't tell. It was a, like, casserole. I couldn't
I was like,
tell.
this is kind of tastes different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so that
undercooked
was.
some chicken. It was fine. He's fine. His stomach is steel. But we thought you might be sick because your son was sick. And so we thought maybe he caught something and had like a stomach fire, so he wasn't sure if it was the medication or if he was sick. It was the medication. Oops.
But then I
Sorry.
wasn't going to take it because we had New Year's is coming up and we were getting invited to a Bears Lions game. So I didn't want
Mm-hmm.
to mess that up. So,
Well, let's talk about before that, because we'll talk about that weekend too, because that was our fun little anniversary weekend. But
and a nice dinner.
yes, a very nice dinner. But my daughter came into town and we actually went out with Bridget and went to a comedy show. We saw Joe Kilgallen, who we are trying to get on the show. He might be a guest soon, hopefully. But we went and saw him do a set at Zany's and he was very funny. And we want to talk about what happened that night. This is a fun story for me. I wanted to die multiple times this night. So We got there early because we wanted to get something to eat, and we went across the street to the Vig, which is
Yeah, I forgot.
also, he's like, what are you talking about? This is also the place we went to for my birthday where I got blackout and ended up throwing up in my purse. Listen to last season, hear that story. But we went to that same bar. We go to the Vig and we got some appetizers and some like small things because there's more food there than there is at the comedy club, and had a few drinks. Well, we're walking in and we're trying to find an empty spot at the bar. And I hear, Christina? I'm like, who the hell knows me in Old Town? No one knows me here. A guy I dated turns around. It's like, Christina! Gives me a huge hug. He is on a date. He's like, this is, I don't remember her name. This is so and so. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like trying to figure out, like, why is he here? He lives in the western suburbs, like far western suburbs. So it's like, what the hell? So I introduced him to Max. I introduced him to my daughter. I introduced him to Bridget. And we go sit down. And I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? We sit at the bar. Max is like, so one of your old neighbors? And I'm like, totally. That's totally one of my old. That's how I know him.
And when you said the name again, I was like,
yeah,
yes.
I'm like, I don't want to. I don't know how to do this right now. I have not told the story because I have promised this individual that I would not tell the story, but it's a real good one. It's probably one of my best ones. I told Max all of it because when we first started dating, we told each other everything about like past relationships because we just had no filters. Now it's a little bit weirder because like we love each other and like live together and care more about stuff like that. But when we were first dating, like we just word vomited everything and talked about everything. So he knows details of what happened with this dude. Again, I'm not going to get into it because I promised I wouldn't, but it's one of my craziest stories. And he goes, wait a minute, is that blank nickname? I'm like, And he's like, that's hilarious. I'm dying. My friend Bridget is trying to take selfies of us with him in the background. So it was real weird, real awkward. My daughter's
It gets
like,
better.
well, yeah, it does. My daughter goes, what's going on? And I'm like, you don't need to know this part of my life. I'm like, you know what? You're better off not knowing why this is so awkward for me. And she's like, okay, got it. She didn't want to know. She's like, great. Don't want to know about this. So, in his date, his lovely date, they get up and they leave like 20, 30 minutes before we do. Bridget's a creep. I love her so much. Again, if you don't know who Bridget is, listen to last season. She was on twice. But Bridget is one of my best friends, and she decides to chase after them to see where they're going. She's like, what if they're going to the comedy club? I'm like, oh my God, what if they are? She runs after them. She's like, I lost them. I don't know where they went. So she comes back, and we're like, whatever. Stop thinking about it. I'm just like, that's crazy. I'm texting my friend Shannon. I'm like, guess who's here? She's dying because she was my safety person for that particular date. I was like, this is where I'm going. If you don't ever hear from me again, this is the last known place I was at. So she's dying at this point. We finish up our drinks and our meal, and we head across the street to Zany's. We walk in. Guess who's sitting right there?
It's awesome. I was like, yes. He even fist pumps me.
Fist bumps Max. I'm like, no. I don't know if he knows that Max knows who he is.
Eskimo brothers.
But yeah, he fist bumped him, which is real funny. It's mortifying to me, like mortifying. But yeah, that was my entertainment for the holiday weekend. But Joe was very funny, and we hung out with him after the show, and he's a great dude. And I hope we can have him on because he has a very funny story.
Who did we see that we liked?
We saw what's her name? Erica Nicole Clark. Let me look it up, make sure I'm saying her name right. Explain who she is.
She's
Erica Nicole Clark.
She's a stand-up comedian, and then halfway through her set, she kind of tells you that she had a famous dad.
And she's like, a famous dad. He's still alive.
Has a famous dad, Mr. T, and everyone's like, and I knew right away because she makes this whole comment about like, I grew up in Lake Forest, and everyone's thinking, oh, black woman Lake Forest, what the hell? Once she said Mr. T, I just yelled like tree stumps because for people that aren't aware, so my mom worked in Lake Forest for many years. Mr. T, at the height of his career, bought a house in Lake Forest. and one day just wanted to get a workout in. And Lake Forest, there's a lot of trees, and he just started taking down trees in his front yard. When you'd pass by, there was like, I don't know, maybe like 30 or 40 stumps in his front yard. And of course, Lake Forest, they freak out. So they're going nuts. They're like, oh my God, it looks so bad. So they actually passed an ordinance. It used to be called the Mr. T ordinance, where there's a size circumference, that you have to get. So if a tree's big, like this big or circumference, you have to get approved before you chop it down, because they don't want people just chopping down their trees in their front yard. So, but she was good because she kind of talks about like her life with her dad and
Yeah.
some like Hulk Hogan stories and stuff. But
She
she was
was
funny
very
even
funny.
before that. Even
Yeah.
before that, she was funny. So that was good. So it was a good show. They
She's
both were
done a
good.
lot. Like, I followed her on Instagram, and she's done a lot of, like, television, like, comedy shows on TV and things like that. So she's very funny. I highly recommend Erica
Yeah.
Nicole Clark, a Chicago comedian, and Joe Kilgallen, who hopefully you guys will meet this season. So let's talk about last weekend. Was it last weekend? No, weekend before. It was just the
Yeah,
weekend.
2 weekends ago.
Yeah. We got tickets. Well, you tell this part.
So my FedEx rep at work, he was like a couple months ago. It's back when like the Lions were really good too. He's like, "Oh, you want to go see the Lions and Bears?" I was like, "Yeah, that'd be awesome." So I'm thinking like this is going to be like an awesome game. It's going to be for the division, and then like week after week, the Lions keep shit in the bed, and they're like, well, what?" So the game really didn't mean much, but it was still fun. So him and
That's
his
a lot of
wife,
fun.
yeah. So him and his wife were there, and then we met him up and stuff, and it was like the United Club, which was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
All the concessions and stuff are inside, but it was an awesome game. And I mean, the Lions won. I didn't think they're going to win. I bet against them, but they won. So we're 2-0 against the Ben Johnson Bears, which is good. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good game. So and then the adventure starts on our way home. So on our way home, we're like, man, it's cold. And what do you call them? Pedicabs?
That's what
Is that what?
yeah, pedicab.
It's like the electric bikes that have like the rickshaw in the back to
They
bring
looked
you.
fun. Didn't it
Yeah,
look cool?
it looked cool. So he's
It
like,
was
yeah,
not.
yeah. I mean, it was cold, and he's got like
Yes.
Ukrainian dance music going on, like, and he's just zooming in and out. And I thought they had to like obey safety, like
No.
they're a car.
I mean, I
He was
think they
just
do because, like,
he was zipping. He like went
yeah,
across the lawn. He went into the street.
we
He
went
was
off
taking
roading.
red lights. I was like, oh man, as long as we
Yeah,
get home.
just going through the intersection in a red light. And I'm like, maybe bikes don't have to do that. Yes, they do. Bikes have to follow the rules of the road too. Like,
It was
you're not
like,
immune to it.
and a couple times, like it felt like he was like losing power. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
zzz, and so it was a
We're
fun ride.
like zipping down paths with people on it, and we're like going way too fast on these sidewalks with humans on it. I'm like, someone has absolutely been hit by one of these pedicabs before. There's no way they
So he
haven't
took
been.
us to the London house where we were staying for the night, because that was my Christmas present. So, and then she thought we were just gonna go somewhere to eat, and I'm like, we're at RPM Seafood, probably because I had a bunch of drinks in me. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll be fine. So we went to RPM Seafood, and the way there was amazing because her feet
Oh my
in
god.
high heels. Oh, that was so funny. She could barely walk. We literally had to take an Uber back, and I think it's like a 2 block
Two
walk
block.
tour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, it wasn't just that my feet hurt, it was also real cold and I was wearing a dress. So when I had planned this evening, I'm like, we're gonna come back from the Bears game. We're just gonna go up to the bar, the rooftop bar, and eat there. So I only brought a dress to change into. And so I have this cute dress, and I'm like, it'll be fine. He's like, let's go to RPM's Seafood. I'm like, okay, it's only a couple blocks away. No, it's like 7 degrees outside or something crazy. That's real cold when you don't have pants on. So I also wearing heels after walking all day in boots that are a size too big and not comfortable. So that's why.
it
But
was
yes,
RPM Seafood. It's really good. It was expensive. One of the most expensive meals I've had in a long time. But I mean, it is what it is. An anniversary. So she tried oysters for the first time. Yeah, the food was really good.
the problem was there was a whole idea behind this night, like kid free, no dogs to worry about. This could be like a real sexy night. I drank like 2 beers at the game. I don't drink beer, and Max doesn't really either that often. You do once in a while, but not often. beer makes you real bloated. I'm like, I feel disgusting. I
And sitting
felt
in the
so
cold and
full and blah. And then we had dinner, but it was a pretty light dinner. Like, dinner wasn't that heavy. And so I'm like, why do I feel so blah? I felt so like full and like just like puffy and not cute. So it was not the romantic evening we had hoped. I had hoped. I did have oysters thinking, oh, this is like an aphrodisiac. This will be fun. No, I still just
she
felt
passed out
disgusted.
during the Temple Raiders or the Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom. Yeah.
It was on the
Yeah.
short stuff.
I rarely fall asleep before him. And I was just done. My feet hurt. I was tired. I was full. So it was not quite the evening I had planned, but we still had fun.
It was fun.
Still a good
And then
time.
we walked around on Monday.
Hmm. Yeah, we
Walked
went
all the way
to,
to Columbia.
we
Wanted to
did. We
see
went
my old
to
hanging ground.
Millennium Park. Did some sightseeing because you hadn't been there in a long time. But I
Went
wanted
to
to do,
Portofino's.
yeah, Pizzeria Portofino,
Very
which is
good.
delicious, and I highly recommend. My friend Lynn, who named our show, will be in town in a couple weeks, and she is going to have a day with her daughter to do whatever. So she's going to do Pizzeria Portofino, I think. I told her to avoid the pedicabs.
Told her to get the truffle fries because people kept ordering those. Hell, it's so good
They
there.
did look good. She doesn't really eat fries, so she probably won't, but her daughter might. I don't know. What else did we do?
Then we walked back to the train station and we got home. We were so tired because I was depressed because I had like 6 days off, so I had to go back to work. I was like, oh, this is my first full week this week, and it's like, oof.
Yeah, I only had like a couple of days off the whole holiday like period because I work in accounting and it's year end, so I don't get time off. This is my crazy time of year.
Yeah. During Christmas, I had Monday and Tuesday I had to work, and then I was off the rest of the week. And then same thing with New Year's, Monday and Tuesday I had to work. And I was off the rest of the week and Monday, so it was great.
I was off Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Day, except not really because I still had to work on New Year's Day. My throat is all scratchy. Talk, say stuff.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
Oh my god, I don't know where that's gonna go, but
No, it was
that scared
fun.
me.
It was. You always forget like you're so close to the city,
I
and you
know.
just like,
I have said this. One of Max is full of shit when we first started dating, and he was like, "We should both call in sick and have a city date and have a day where we just explore the city and have so much fun."
there you
This is
go. We had one on Monday.
yeah, I planned it. I made it happen.
Well, I mean, there wasn't really a whole lot
No, it
planning.
wasn't. It would be more fun to do in the summer, but yeah, he this is one of the first things he told me. He's like, "Let's both call in sick one day and we'll go and have a super fun day." And I'm like, "Yeah, totally."
2 years
Two
later.
years. It took 2 years. We got it done. I made it happen. All right. So that's our little recap on the past month or 2 months. Do you want to get into the Michigan story?
Yes. So as you guys know, I love Michigan, University of Michigan. So it was a week after the Ohio State game. So right before Christmas, all of a sudden news breaks that Sherrod Moore was fired. I don't think he was that good of a coach, but whatever. He took over for Harbaugh, right? He was one of Harbaugh's guys. And I'm thinking like, dude, he had to do something wrong. And then more stuff's coming out, more stuff's coming out. And it hit the news. It was on top of the news for like the next week. So then you're
Mm-hmm.
finding more and more stuff. He's married with 3 young kids. Then you're finding out that he had a sexual relationship with a staffer.
Mm-hmm.
And then they've had this thing going on for a while. And then they kind of broke up. And I think she went to the AD, so they fired him. So he's freaking out. So he goes to her apartment and grabs like a butter knife and like scissors out of the drawer and like threatens to like kill himself and like your blood's on my hands or whatever. So then they
My
like
blood's
arrest
on your
him.
hands.
My blood's on your hands. Then they arrest him, and just the shit's going crazy. Then more stories are coming out. There's stories that like he's texting OnlyFans models at halftime of the fucking Michigan Ohio State game. He's doing this. He's doing that. People are saying if you go to his Instagram profile, he's following like 300 OnlyFans models. None of this work was done before you hired him, and it
Right.
just got out of hand, and it made Michigan look really bad. We're like, oh my god! And then the coaching hire, like, who are they going to hire? And then, of course, I usually don't go on Twitter, but for stuff like this, I go on Twitter and I'm just seeing all this new stuff. It's just messing with you. I'm like, oh my God, they're not going to get a coach. And they finally did get a coach. And they got a damn good coach, which I don't know how they pulled it off. So it was crazy. And there's more stuff. I mean, there's more
Yeah.
stories about it. She was a staffer, then they had a relationship, and then he kind of promoted her to be her like assistant or whatever. So now you're seeing like videos and pictures of they're at other games and they're together. Just craziness. And now you're seeing like how toxic it was throughout the year. Like he's flipping out on players and coaches and stuff. So then you realize, holy shit, how did they win 9 games with all this turmoil going on?
Yeah.
And people knew about it and stuff. And it's like, when did Michigan know? When? But I mean, it was a huge sex scandal, and it was top of the news for at least a week.
What was it?
It was
We had a whole
prime time.
we had a whole discussion about this before
Yeah.
the podcast. Okay, when I hear prime time, I think prime time, like the time in the evening where most people are watching TV, like prime time news, prime time TV, like the
No,
shows that
it's
are on
Deion
at like
Sanders.
7 o'clock.
Prime time.
Never heard that in my life. So
Deion
tomorrow,
Sanders.
I am going to work and I am asking my coworkers, my male coworkers, I'm going to be like, what does prime time mean to you? We'll find out.
They probably like
Stay tuned.
they have to be at least like I would have to say 40 or older and
Yeah, that's
into
not a
sports.
problem.
So,
Everyone's into sport. All the guys in my office are
like
into
if
sports.
you watch NFL growing up, you knew who Deion Sanders was. It was prime time. He is
I knew
prime
who
time.
Deion Sanders was, but I've never heard. When I hear prime time, I hear like
Prime
prime time
time.
news, like prime time TV.
I hear Chris Berman in the background saying prime time. Prime time. And he
So
did
I
his
have.
primetime dance. He did his
Oh
dance
God.
when he's scoring the touchdown.
Okay, so back to the Michigan story. Just because I'm learning about football. I'm newly into this world. During halftime, the coach is usually busy, right? Like working, talking to the players,
Well,
going
usually the
over
assistants
things.
are probably doing stuff. Who knows? He's obviously like, it's
But
crazy. It
typically,
just,
the coach would not have time to be chatting with OnlyFans models, right? They'd be talking to their
right.
players, getting ready for the second half. Like
Yeah.
typically,
More
right?
stuff came out. Because there was a lot of stuff. Because, just like with all the stuff he was happening, like every day, more stuff was coming out. And you're like, what is going on? So it made Michigan look really bad, but it was kind of funny too at the same point because this isn't the first time it's happened in Michigan. So it happened in Michigan State a couple years earlier. Same thing. I didn't want him to come back as a head coach, but I didn't
Mhm.
think something like this was going to happen. As soon as he got fired, I thought it was fake. So I'm sending my buddies. I'm like, "This is this real? Is this real?" And I'm like, "Yep, this is real." I feel bad the whole time. I felt so bad for his wife and his little girls because that's all they're gonna be
That's
remembered for.
yeah. Hopefully not that's not what they're remembered for, but what their dad's remembered for, or
Yeah, well, last name,
ex-husband.
they're gonna be
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
he'll get a job again.
Maybe not in college, right? Or maybe?
Probably not college, probably the
Yeah.
pros. Harbaugh will hire him.
Huh. Okay. He'll get a raise. He'll get
Yeah.
a big high five for his bad decisions. I have a hair in my
I
eye.
mean, he was considered generally like a really nice guy.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Okay. Moving on, because if we let Max talk about this, he will talk about it for the rest of the night because he loves sports and all that.
Could talk about the Bears Packers game.
No, this is not a sports podcast.
It's sports and dating,
No, it's not. It's just dating and relationships
gambling and dating.
with a little sprinkle of sports because Max can't help himself. But I have a dating story and it's actually real funny. Are
And
you
we'll
ready?
tell you that next week.
No, we're doing it now. Yes, I'm telling the story. Do you have some place to be?
No, I'm just,
No. You're just kind of a butthead. Try to take over my show.
my show now. Then fine. You don't need me,
Yeah, I do.
right?
Don't take it out.
You don't need me.
No,
You can do it by
I
yourself.
have
You and
a
Maggie could do a
plan.
fucking show.
I have a plan for this episode.
Show her with the
I can't turn everything. She'd have to come over here. It's a ponytail. It's so cute.
Stop crying. It's okay. You'll
No,
get
I have
through
something
it.
in my eye.
I'll tell your
Okay.
story. Come on.
All right. So it says, I am Single and in my early 40s, which is a real fun age to date. I can date younger and older without it being too weird either way.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I had just turned 40 and I dated a 28-year-old guy for 6 months. It was fun and exciting, but it eventually ran its course and we parted ways. Recently, a few months ago, I met a 55-year-old man on Hinge and we hit it off and went on several dates. The first time we slept together was at my house, but the second time we met at his place. He was giving me the tour and I noticed some family pictures on his mantle. One stood out to me. It was the 28-year-old guy I had dated a few years ago. I was now dating his dad. I basically died. I told him the situation and he could not stop laughing and said he was actually super impressed that his son had landed me. In the end, it was too weird and we never went out again. She hooked up with both the son
They
and the
could have had a
dad.
family. They could have had a family threesome.
Not. I don't think that happens in real life. Hopefully. Sounds criminal.
Technically, I mean,
Technically,
she did. She went
no.
young, then went old. That's
Not at
funny.
the same time, though, separately. That is real funny, though. I would freak out. I would be like, wait, who's that guy? Who's that guy in that picture? But that's true because like when you're 40, you could date someone who's 30. That's not that big of a deal. You can date someone who's 50. Also, not that big of a deal. They could be father son. That's real weird.
I wonder
So-
who she liked better.
I don't know. It's really funny. I'm assuming the son because she dated him for 6 months. She only went on a couple dates with the dad before she found out, which is
Yeah, because she
hilarious.
found out. So
Yeah. And he thought it was funny. He didn't freak out and get mad. He thought it was hilarious and was like proud of his son.
he's like, "Hey, I'll call him right now. Come on, he'll come over."
No, that's weird.
As long as he do something really bad, I'm like, nope.
We're on YouTube.
Better judgment. Better judgment.
Look at you growing. Look, season 3. Max is mature. No, he's not.
It's the Riz.
So how can we tell the kids you said that? That's so funny.
The little chunkster that does the Riz.
Yeah. From is that the Costco kid, right?
Well, no, he's like a friend of theirs. You have the Costco son and dad. They've disappeared.
Well, I don't really watch.
Yeah.
Where were they? TikTok? I don't know. They were never in my algorithm anyway, so.
And then the Riz was a friend in the Riz.
So something I wanted to add was like, I just came up with this. We're probably not going to do this every week, but I have like a lesson of the week. And it's kind of just going back because I'm like, we've already told all of our dating stories, but what lessons did we learn from them? My lesson is don't ignore the ick. So one of the first guys I dated after my separation and my marriage ended, he gave me the ick on day 3. And I was like, ugh. That was also the day of our first date. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't go on this date. Like, I don't know. This is real weird. It takes a lot for me to get the ick because I love being love bombed and I love like attention and stuff like that. So for someone to like make me go, ooh, that's a lot.
I fart on you and you still don't give you the ick.
No, that's because I love you. But anyway, this guy, it's the day of our first date. We've been talking for 3 days. He tells me, I want to commute with you one day. I want to meet you at your train station, get on the train with you, spend your commute with you, walk you to your building, and then I'll go find some place to work remotely during the day. And then I'll ride back with you. And I'm like, why? You have known me
I think
for...
he just meant he wanted to ride you.
I mean, this is true too. But no, he wanted to commute with me. And I'm like, why? That's like the worst part of everyone's day. Like, what? Why do you want to commute with me? Also, this is after 3 days of talking. He's like, I want to be with you 24/7.
I love you.
He did say that. This dude love bombed me hard, which worked on me because I was new to dating. I love attention. So it all worked on me, but like I was starting to see the red flags of like, that's a lot. That's too much. It's only been a couple of days that we've been chatting. Maybe I don't even want to meet this guy. So I start talking to my friends. I'm like, I might back out. And they're like, yeah, that's weird. But it's your first date. Don't like, go see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? Besides like getting murdered. I'm like, okay, I'll go. I go. I get so swept up in the attention and the "you're so beautiful" and whatever. Then I'm like, forget it. Then this dude dumps me a few days later after hooking up with me, and
Because that's what he needed.
yeah. But he freaked me out. I got the ick, and I should have listened to it. So that's my lesson. Don't ignore the ick. It's there for a reason. If you get the ick and you're like, maybe this guy's not for me, just be like, yeah, this guy's not for me. There's a reason you're getting it. Listen to your instincts.
Listen to your heart.
Every guy I dated before Max gave me some kind of very clear red flag or stop. No, it's not that many. Is it? No, it's not that many.
Once I found your blowjob list and you tried to...
It's not a blowjob list. Stop saying that. To clarify again, I had a list that said BJ contracts or something because
BJ, that's the only thing I needed to see. I was
BJ
like, wow.
wholesaler, the store BJ's. And
guys,
the contract for them.
If you see a list of guys' names and it says BJ on top, what are you thinking? Exactly.
It was like written to the side. It said BJ contracts because I needed the contract for BJ's wholesaler for work. That's what it was for.
Blowjob list.
I don't make people sign a contract for blowjobs.
No, I think you just had a list of people who are like, this is who I've given blowjobs to.
I did not give a blowjob to everyone on that list, if I can remember correctly. Some, not all. I had fun. I was having a good time. I actually wasn't having a good time. It was terrible. I did not enjoy dating.
But our comedian said that women get the ick a lot. Men are just kind of like, eh.
Well, it's kind of like your body giving you a sign. Like, this is not your guy. No. Because I got it with him from the, I want to commute with you. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And then he freaked out, which is another red flag. When I started backing off, I'm like, maybe, let's take a step back, because that's a lot. That's a lot. Then he freaked out and was like, oh my God. I should have been like, nah, I'm good. But I didn't know what I was doing.
Thinking, can I sleep with this one? Yeah, then I'll forget about all the shit she's doing.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. And then I went, and he was so nice. And I'm like, oh, okay. Stupid. I just think we all get really excited about the attention, especially in the beginning, especially when you just start dating for the first time after however long it's been since you dated last. I think for women especially, you're being told constantly, you're so beautiful, you're so amazing, and it really boosts your ego. It's like going on dating apps is a great dopamine hit of oh my gosh, I'm so beautiful, I'm so wonderful, I'm amazing. All these guys think I'm incredible. And then they're all assholes who hurt your feelings. But it's a great ego boost. It's not real. That's the one thing you have to remember. It's not real. These guys don't know you. They're just saying whatever they're going to say. And we've said this before. Don't believe what people say when you meet them on dating apps. People can say anything. Believe what they do, not what they say, because people are full of shit.
I loved your profile.
I didn't even read it. Did you read my profile?
I didn't read profiles. So
no, see, he didn't even read it. He just thought, hey, I'd hit that. Am I right?
Yeah, I was like, look at those tickle bitties.
Aw, no, it's love.
Now I'm stuck forever.
Mm-hmm. At least you know. Being self-aware is the first step in acceptance.
I have a good exit strategy, but...
What's your exit Maximilian, what?
I'll just mess with you.
What's your exit strategy?
I don't have one. I was just joking because I knew I would get this reaction.
Do you have any lessons you want to share from past? Is there something that you learned from a past experience that you would like to share with other people so they don't make the same mistake you did?
I think you ignore stuff that you normally don't ignore. Because, there was a time where some of the people I was dating, and I'm like, why am I with them? But I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to be by myself.
Also ignored the ick.
I ignore things that I should have been like, wait, whoa, this is not right. But that's what you do. And then I got to a point after a real toxic relationship. Then I realized, you know what? I would rather be alone than have to put up with this shit. So then I I had better standards going forward. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna like if I have one thing that I'm not sure about it, then it's a no. And then also being with having a therapist talking
Hmm.
about it too, I knew kind of what I was what things I need to look for right away. You know,
I think having standards, period, is important because I think, especially when you haven't dated in a long time, you're just like, hey, this person thinks I'm cool. This person likes me. Let's look past all of their flaws and all the reasons why they're not the right person for me because they're giving me attention and that's super fun. But then you're like, oh, this is awful. This person is a terrible human being. I
yeah,
should not be dating them just because they thought I was cute in the beginning.
just do what you need to do, and
That's great advice. Do what you need to do, guys. Do
yeah,
what you need to do.
because they're all gonna want like, I want a commitment, I want this, I want this. I'm like, nope, we're good. So just
Except
do
sometimes you
what
get
you
your way.
yeah, do what you're gonna do. If you're not sure what you want to do, just tell them. Be like, I don't know. I just want to date, or I just want to do this. Because I feel like there's so much expectations, and and then especially in the beginning, so it's just like because most people have to realize when you're talking to someone, they're probably talking to other people and dating other people, and that's just the truth.
I will say that there was something that was posted in the single parents group today about dating for like people who've dated for a year or less or whatever. And it was talking about how like you can't develop a real connection that fast. Like it takes time. It takes, and therapists say this too, it takes time to really get to know someone. Chemistry can be immediate, but it can also fade. Taking the time to really get to know someone and not going 0 to 100 like I do, that's not necessarily the healthiest way. It doesn't always work because a lot of times it's going to fizzle out because it's super fun for the first few months and then it's like, whatever, this is not working. The thing about Max is Max was a slow burn because he had been burned before. He was like, no, I'm not rushing into anything. I'm not saying I love you. I'm not doing all this stuff. Like he was like the anti love bomb. He was like, I'm not doing this. So he kind of forced me to slow down as much as he could, which was a struggle. But he forced me to like not dive in head first like I normally do. I still did to a point, but not like I
But yeah,
did
you
in the
did.
first few. To be fair, I did take it slower than I did in previous relationships. So I think you made me slow down and like it took us more time to like really develop what we have now. And now we're really solid and we're good. And it's because I think we took the time to get there and didn't like immediately say,
Slow down.
okay, um, you can have, I'm going to give you 3 minutes because 5 is too long. You have 3 minutes for a gambling corner or to talk about
Uh,
sports.
I don't have anything prepared for gambling corner because I don't know what the odds are. So
Okay, well
it's a
then you could just
playoffs.
talk about playoffs, but you have 3 minutes
All right,
starting
let's go through the
now.
games. We're gonna take the Texans over the Patriots. I don't know what the point spread is, and probably go with the under with that game because that's two good defenses. Then you've got the Broncos and Bills. Probably go with the Broncos, but man, I have a feeling going upset special. Take the Bills to cover because they're obviously not favored. Then you have San Francisco at Seattle. I'll take Seattle and the points. And if you want to do something, I would also go with the under there. Then the Bears Rams is going to be interesting because it's going to be night. It's going to be 5:30 on a Sunday. It's going to be cold as fuck, and the
Mm-hmm.
Rams do not like that. But
They're a dome team.
well, yeah, kind of. I mean, Stafford played for Detroit, so he dealt with this weather. So I would just take the over. I think there's like a lot of points are going to be scored. So I don't think the Bears are going to be able to stop the Rams. But I
You
don't know
don't
if the
think so?
Rams. No, but I
Do
don't
you
know if
know
the
what
Rams are going to be able to stop the Bear. But the Bears have they got this mojo going, so it's
they
like
do? You know why?
the Pope.
Dub Pope. Because
Yeah.
you know
So,
how many popes are from LA? Zero. How many popes are from Chicago?
but the Rams they're a little bit different because Sean McVay is a really good head coach. He's not gonna shit the bed like Lafleur. It reminds me of the dodgeball Lafleur. But but I think I was watching some stuff, and I don't think it was so much the coaching. I think the quarterback, even though quarterback had a really good game, Love he wasn't trusting his protection, so he's getting rid of the ball quicker in the second half. But that was also because the Bears made adjustments. I think the Bears' luck runs out this week. But the Rams are just really
I think
good.
so.
Here's the difference, though. The Rams can run the ball, and they've got 2 stud running backs.
We have the dub hope.
So, and I don't know. I mean, the Bears have to start hot. They can't start if they start like they did last week. Like that should just you can't keep doing that. So, but it's going to be fun because it's going to be cold
Those
and
tickets are expensive.
yeah. So, and it's a chance for the Bears win. They go to the NFC Championship, and if Seattle wins, it's at Seattle. But if San Francisco wins, it's in Chicago. So who knows?
Wait, again?
So the Bears are the 2 seed. So
Right.
Seattle plays San Francisco. If Seattle wins, NFC Championship game is in Seattle. But if San Francisco upsets them, then the Bears are home because it gets reseeded. So
We have
yeah,
like 3 weeks of home games?
if the Niners win, but I don't think the Niners.
Potentially.
Yeah, I don't think the Niners are going to win. If the
Hmm.
Bears win, they go at Seattle, and it's like I mean the way the Bears are playing, I worry defensively. Like defensively, they're not a good team, and that's fine because it's a first year. But offensively, if Caleb's doing his thing, it's kind of
9
so
seconds. 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
Wrap it
Okay,
up for
timing me.
sports.
All right, that's it.
Go Bears. You
Go
can't say that.
Bears.
Can you say that?
Yeah, it's fine.
See,
We're the
like
only
people
team
are
that can beat the Bears.
but you said that. Like you're not anti-Bears. It's just if they're playing
I'm
the
not.
Lions, you're going to obviously be a Lions fan.
Yeah,
Just like
I grew up a Bears
yeah.
fan too. Like I wasn't a huge Bears fan, but I like when they do well.
Mhm.
I just don't like irrational. It happens everywhere. Like some of these fans talking, and that's fine. Like they
Like
got a
me.
really good, yeah, they got a really good coach, and it stings because he came from the Lions, but he was gonna
Mhm.
leave, and
Yeah.
he
And we got him.
he stayed an extra year because he's like I want a really good job, and that's sometimes what now these coaches. Mike Tomlin just left the Steelers. He was there for 19 years. Take a year off and then see what's out there. So that's playoff football, baby. And the
All
college
right.
national championship is Monday. Woo!
Woo.
Hoosiers? Can't believe that.
That's like you've been shocked by that the whole time.
I'm still in shock.
Yeah.
They're like the laughing stock of fucking college football. It's like if you wanted to see
We're,
your team play, you
your
go to IU
time
because
is
there's
up.
gonna be an empty stadium. It doesn't
Still
matter. I'm gonna
talking about
keep talking.
sports.
I'm gonna keep talking because this
I
is
can mute you.
awesome.
I hit the mute button. Anyway, let's wrap it up. So we have some exciting guests coming up. Like I said, we're working with Joe Kilgallen to hopefully get him on. We have a dating coach coming on soon. And we're going to have Bridget and Biana back eventually. They're not on the books yet, but we'll work it out. But we have exciting guests coming up. We're going to still have stories. If you have a funny story and you want to share it with us, please do. If you're looking
Doesn't have
for
to be
advice,
funny.
if you have a crazy story, if you have any kind of story, share it with us. You can either come on and share it with us, you can send us a voice memo, or you can just write it out and I will read it for you. Because a lot of people like to be anonymous with this because they don't want people to know who they're talking about. So that's
And
fair.
if you want to do a naked video, that's okay. We're down with that.
Who? What?
I don't know. I just wanted to say naked video.
He's not going to see it anyway, so it's fine. Do you check any of the accounts?
I don't even know how to get in them.
Yeah, I've given you the password. But sure. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and send them. He won't see them. Anyway, if you have any of that, if you want advice about a relationship, a dating situation, anything like that, we have an Ask Max and Christina segment, and we also have Biana and Bridget to answer questions, and they're both licensed therapists. But we do answer questions just on our own, and we're not licensed anything.
I'm a licensed badass.
But send us your questions, send us your stories. If you want to be a guest, reach out. We'll get you on the schedule. But you can follow us on Instagram at no Dpics pod, everywhere else at no Dick Pics pod. Follow us on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe while you're there. If you're listening to us on any kind of podcasting app, make sure you follow the show, subscribe to the show.
Hit the like button.
Yeah. And leave us a 5-star rating, please. Please.
Smash that like button.
But that's all I got for now. We're really excited about a new season. We're rested and ready to go. I think I'm getting sick, but
stay there. You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
No, I'm not. But hopefully I have a voice next week. It's feeling scratchy now.
You will always have a voice.
I'll make it happen. Anyway, thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week. with an all new episode of the No Dick Pics podcast.